Hi, third grade. I'm going to show you guys an experiment that I did showing how liquid can change into a solid and then back to a liquid and then to a gas form. So I'm going to share my screen with you and show you every step of the experiment that I did. So let's go share screen. Go here. Okay, I'm gonna hide this for now. Okay, so solid, liquid, gas experiment with Hanna. First step was liquid to solid transformation. So I took some water from the faucet and put it in an ice cube tray. This is a faucet, this is my water, and this is my ice cube tray. You can see once it's filled that this is definitely filled with liquid water rather than solid right now. So then I put the ice cubes in the freezer. Because of the extremely cold temperatures in the freezer, the liquid water changed to many solid ice cubes. In other words, the water froze. So you can see how this looks different from what I had before. It's turned solid and turned into ice. Step 2, solid to liquid transformation. So I put the ice cubes in a pot and put them on the stove. You can see I've turned the ion, as we say in English. Because of the heat of the flames on the stove, the solid ice cubes turned to liquid water again. The ice melted. So now we have liquid water in our pot. Step 3, liquid to gas transformation. I turned the heat up on the stove so it was even hotter, and the liquid water began to evaporate. This means that water vapor was escaping from the pot of water into the air and becoming gas. Actually, when water boils, so the action of what's happening with the water is boiling. When the water boils and forms these little round balls of air, it's really, inside is not air but water vapor. And when it pops and breaks, the water vapor escapes into the surrounding air. And you can only see it for a few seconds, and then it disappears because it becomes dispersed into all of the air. So we can see a short video of what my water was doing when I was boiling it. Most of the water vapor you can see right here. So you can see it's coming off of the water and then it disappears very quickly. Okay? The last step of the experiment is not one that I did, but that happens all the time. So one way we can tell that water vapor can turn back into liquid water is when we notice that in the morning, the grass is often wet, even when it didn't rain the night before. So when something's wet, it means that there's water in it or on it. And this is because the air at night becomes cooler without the heat of the sun. The water vapor in the air, because there's water vapor always in the air to a certain degree, it condenses and forms droplets of water on the grass. So you know when you go out in the morning sometimes, and even though it hasn't rained, you find little droplets of water on the grass. And that's because the water in the air that's in its gas form, it cooled down enough to turn back into liquid. So that's the last phase of our experiment. Okay, I hope that was really useful to you guys in helping you visualize how water can change from its different states of liquid and back to, or liquid to solid when we freeze it and it turns into ice, and then back to liquid when we heat it up and it melts. And then if we heat it up even more, it evaporates and turns into gas. So that's the end of our experiment. I hope you guys are doing really well, and I'll see you later. Bye.